is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Jeremy Lee in the building and every guest that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
All right, guys, welcome to the second night of a back-to-back event, MC Mondays and Tuesdays live. Tonight is the Michael Jordan themed auction. Michael Jordan cards only, the first themed auction by MC Sports Cards, perhaps the first of several. But tonight we are going to get into them. We're going to bring out my co-host on MC Mondays and Tuesdays, Mr. Michael Hathaway, the Crystal Ball. What's going on, buddy? I bet we're back again.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, a lot of really nice Jordans tonight. Always nice to have some Jordans, let alone like a full night, and some really cool ones. And what I like is we definitely have that, high-end segment, but we also have some kind of low to mid-end cards, some really cool star cards. I'm a big fan of that star set, and I think there's some really fun opportunities to pick up some decent stuff for like $400 to $600.
Nice. So a couple things I want to mention, guys. First of all, make sure you check out the MC Sports Cards website. It is new, it is updated, and it is great for consigning cards. You can check that out, mcsportscards.com. I also want to mention, so tonight's auction, there's actually 99 Michael Jordan auctions going off tonight. We are going to be looking at about half of them. I have posted a link to the YouTube chat, and I pinned it up at the top, and that link will take you to all 99 items. So we're not going to cover some of the lower end stuff here tonight. We're covering, whatever the higher end items are, I suppose, kind of the $250 and up level or so. But check that out. You can, again, click on that link if you want to go see all the items that are up for bid tonight. And there's items that are, under $100, which we've never seen on an MC Mondays before. We're not going to cover them here on the show, but they are available. Again, we'll be covering about half of the items that are part of this Michael Jordan focus or themed auction tonight. Michael Hathaway is not Michael Jordan, but he's close. He's close. He's the Michael Jordan of sports card value predictions, auction countdown estimations, and he is with us here tonight as always. So, Michael Hathaway, the first item that we are going to watch, we still have about just under 7 minutes until it ends, but I'm going to put it up on the screen right now just to show everybody what it is. It's the 97 Metal Universe Championship Jordan PSA 10. It's a base card, but to me, this is the second coolest base card in the history of base cards, outside of vintage stuff, of course. And I had a copy myself, Michael. I don't anymore. I went through a purge last year, but this is a cool card. I had one of these PSA 10s, Pop 85, really cool card. Are there any, I wanted to show this one a bit early, Michael. Is there anything that you wanted to mention before we get into the auctions themselves?
Yeah, I really liked the hardcore holo views. Those were nice. And then I have to say the Jordan Master Collection shoe that got IP signed is insane. Super cool piece. And
is that this here? No, this is the book.
That also, I do love that book. I think that's really fun. You talk about display pieces. That is such a fun display piece. I also like that the signatures on the inside cover, I always worry about autos fading over time. Having bought some truly atrocious 90s autos that baked in the sun. So the fact that you can both kind of preserve the auto a little bit, have a really nice display piece, and honestly, the photography in the book is really great. So I think it's a really cool piece all around. And yeah,
this is the one. This is the one. Look at this. Tell us about it.
It's awesome. I mean, so, all those Upper Deck Master Collections were really fun products that were released to kind of commemorate individual athletes or players in a given sport. And, obviously they did break out all the stops, really nice design, good patches in the cards that had patches, some really nice patch autos as well. This is not a pack pulled patch auto, pack pulled patch. Incredible to get a chunk of the Jumpman. And then I think this is one of those cards where, some people don't like getting their cards signed in person, but when you got this, how do you not just say, pack pulled version doesn't exist? Like, this would be the best card from that set ever. Like, I'm just going to go and get it signed. So
It's awesome.
I would be intrigued to know how it got signed, but we do have a picture of the signing of the card on the for the bottom picture, which is
Right here,
crazy to
look at
think about, that somebody had the foresight to do that.
Wow. That's awesome. This is amazing for provenance right there. This might be the card of the night for me. What do you think?
I think it's got to be the card of the night. Like, it really has to. I think that's incredible. Also, I just realized that's at a NASCAR race. So, like, this dude literally just walked up to Michael Jordan in pit lane and got a picture and an autograph with him. So I don't know. He must have known that Jordan was going to be at the race.
Yeah. Otherwise, why would he bring the card there, right? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, if you own a card like that, you might not ever want to let it out of your briefcase. Just walk around with it all day.
Here's a BGS 9 Jordan 86 Fleer rookie, $11,000 right now. True mint. All 4 subgrades are 9. So we'll take a good look at it later. It's off center to the right. You can see that. But otherwise, looks like a pretty nice copy right there. Let's say hello to the chat. Just over 3 minutes until that first item ends. Andrew Marks, light the fire. All right, Andrew Marks. I don't know what that's in relation to, but kind of reminds me of that song, Come On, Baby, Light My Fire. All right, Jacob Dahl, he's got his eyes on some cards tonight. Well, let us know if you do any bidding. Jacob, Gennady is here. Gennady, this is better than the weekly auction. This is Jordan only. So, I mean, we're gonna have some Jordan fans in here for certain. Jeffrey Hart, yeah, the GOAT episode. That's a good name for it, Jeff. Good to see you, Jeff. Texas Dave, what's going on? Hope you are well as well. Let's go, Jordan. Of course we knew you'd be here. How could you not be? The professor is here. Good evening, Professor Preston Cantor. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Professor says, I wonder if it was a NASCAR race in North Carolina. I wonder, is there a NASCAR race in North Carolina?
Yeah, NASCAR is based out of North Carolina. Like, the entire sport really operates out of it.
Sorry, I was thinking F1. Yeah, NASCAR. That makes sense for sure.
Yeah, there's Charlotte Motor Speedway is really one of the best speedways in the sport, and now they have a road course also. So really fun track. Nice. So yeah, it was probably there.
Nice. Jacob Dahl, he says, I will bid, but on the lower end Jordans. Well, there are plenty of them. Jacob, good luck. Let us know. Gennady says, got snipes set on a few items. Good luck to you. Keep us posted how they go. Michael, let's bring up the screen and start talking about this 97 Metal Universe Championship base card, PSA 10, population 85. As I said earlier, I love this card, Michael. I think it's one of the most beautiful base cards ever made. Just like I love the regular Metal Universe Michael Jordan base card. I like that one better than this one, but this one is gorgeous too, as are all of its, well, as is its PMG parallel, which we've seen a few times. But tell us a bit about your thoughts on this card.
Yeah, I love this card. I think the championship subset is really fun. A lot of really nice designs. And obviously, you know, if you're from whatever city it is that's depicted on there, like it just creates such an attachment. I know a ton of Chicago guys who absolutely love this card because that just reminds them of being a teenager in Chicago and watching the Bulls. It is really cool. Like you said, I mean, these are super collectible just because people love that set. And it is so fun to put it all together. And obviously you have a PSA 10 Jordan is always going to be really one of the key chases whenever you're building out a 90 set. So it's a great set builder card, but it's also just a great card to add if you're a Jordan guy. It's really fantastic. So just a cool piece.
You know, it's a relatively low pop PSA 10 that is not commanding like $15,000 like some of the inserts do. 8 seconds now. We're at $1,176, 19 bids. Let's see if we can get, oh, there's a bid now to $1,348. There was a couple bids that came in at the same time there because we went from 19 to 22, $1,348 on the Champ Metal Universe. Next up, 86 Fleer rookie sticker, PSA 9. Michael, this is a recently graded copy, and it is very nice, actually. From what I can see, we're at $3,601, 28 bids, 37 seconds left. Really nice copy. What do you think?
Yeah, I think this looks super sharp. I'd be intrigued to know why it got docked from a 10. Obviously, it's a sticker, not going to have the best paper quality, so maybe there's a surface issue lingering somewhere, but looks fantastic. These usually do like 3 to 4K, so I'm not surprised that we're already kind of going towards the higher end of that. I could see us getting closer to 4K than this, just off that appeal.
$3,600, $1, 9 seconds left. Warrior Kid got his big Jordan Sunday night. He's good. Is that you, Kev? Tell me, is that you? 2 seconds left now, guys. 3601 on the rookie sticker. PSA 9. No further bids. That's going to do it on that particular card. Next up, we have the rookie card. Michael Jordan 86 Fleer BGS 5. Excellent condition. Corners are the weakness at 4.5, and it's definitely based on this corner right here. I'd say that is the weakest point of the card overall. Otherwise, it has centering issues. It is centered to the right. It's a little bit low, and it has some edge issues, but 5 seems about right and fair to me. What did you think about the grade on this one?
Yeah, I mean, it is one of those ones where I think it's very nice to have the BGS subgrades because you can really get a sense of exactly how much that corner dragged the whole card down. Because otherwise, it's a solid copy. Yeah, there's some edge wear, there's some issues, but it really is that top right that just drags it down. And it also makes it hard to put a value on it with such a glaring issue.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We're about to put that value on it right here in 3 seconds. 2,173. Is that going to do it? Looks like it will. 21 bids, 2173 on the Jordan BGS 586 Fleer. We have another rookie sticker. This is a BGS 7. This is a true near mint. I don't know if anyone's ever said that before in the history of sports cards. True near mint. All subgrades are exactly a 7. That's kind of cool. The lower you get, the harder it is to find true grade points. We have it right here. $587. Centering, it's a bit to the right, a little bit low. But corners look good. Edges look good, but I need to see through a loop. How about the back? The back is looking good. Michael, any thoughts on this one from you?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, that centering is a little off, but other than that, I think this actually looks pretty nice for a 7. I think this is a good deal at 580.
It looks like a good 7 to me. There's a bid now to 597 from 587 up to 607 now. 2 seconds left. Final opportunity. No further bids. 607 on 21 bids on the BVG 7 rookie sticker. Jacob Dahl was outbid on the PSA 9 Upper Deck Jordan collection from 95, the Rookie of the Year card. Jake, hopefully you have more lined up in the queue, but we're going to move on now to the 93 Topps Finest Refractor. Michael Jordan, of course, BGS 7. Not a true 7, but we do have corners at 9, edges at 8, surface 7, centering 6.5. That's the weak point, but boy, it doesn't look like the centering is that bad to me on this, Michael. Like, why? Why so? What's wrong with the centering? Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, so it's off top bottom, but this is a set where like it's really not that glaring because of the way the design works, and also because there's almost like that flow to the finish.
Yeah,
I really don't find that centering is a big knock on this, so I think a savvy buyer could pick this up, get a nice deal.
Up to 560 now, 588. Look at the square. Look at this rectangle that goes around. That was centered. I thought it was perfectly centered, but what do I know? All right, guys. Next up is this 1998 Upper Deck SPX Finite Spectrum. It's in a BGS 7.5 holder. It is numbered 71 of 250. I believe there's other parallels. It's really cool because this part of it right over here is like a foil inlay, and it's really nicely done. That's a die cut around it. Michael, your thought? There's the serial number right there. We're at 911. Michael, 27 seconds for you to say some words.
Yeah, I love this. I think that Spectrums honestly don't get talked about enough. They're so beautiful. They have a really unique effect, and it's a great action shot of Jordan. I'd expect this to go up a little bit more, like get to, cross the 1,000 mark, I would think.
Well, here we go. 9 seconds left. We have 50 bids so far. $911, 4 seconds. Final opportunity here, everybody, to get a bid in. Snipers are not on alert. They let it go for 911. And that brings us to the 1994 Topps Finest Refractor with coating, BGS 7.5. The weakness on this one, look at these subgrades. 9 on centering, 295s, edges and corners, surface at 6.5. But if you peel off that protective coating, you could probably bump that to a 9.5 or so. Michael, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I saw those subs, that was the exact thought that I had was, it could be fun, crack it, peel it, and all of a sudden you got a BGS 9.5. I got to say the big thing, that centering is nice. I mean, to get 9 centering on this is pretty good. And it looks like it has pretty good color underneath, a little bit of greening, but not atrocious. So I think this is definitely a cool pickup here. And it's doing a little high already.
Just got a bid to 676, 4 seconds left. Now a big jump to 809, 2 seconds to go. 809 takes it home. All right. Oh, this is a cool card. We are looking at a 2000 Upper Deck authenticated Game Championship triple relic floor pieces, BGS 9. It says 905 of 230. What does that mean? Is that... No, 905 of 2300. Very important. There's a 0 missing on the description, guys. Number 905 of 2300 copies produced. This one is a BGS 9 with centering coming in at 9.5. All others are 9s. Michael, this is a really nice looking card, actually. Look at that. Floors from 3 different championships. What do you make of that?
I think it's awesome. I couldn't find any comps on this, but this card I think this is something that you just say, who cares about comps? It's such a cool, unique card. Like, just go for it.
It's a cheap one here, guys. 212.50. There's a bid to 232.50. 2 seconds left. 232, 317.50. I think that's going to take it home, and it does. Very quickly, Van Man Dan has joined us. Long-time listener, first-time commenter. Welcome to the chat, Van Man Dan. And Gennady says, how the heck is Surface 6.5 with a peel? It could be like there's scratches or bumps in the peel. I think they're grading the peel, Gennady. That's what I think. Michael, we are now on to another 94 Topps Finest Refractor with coating. This one's a BGS 8. We're at $530. This is the same card we just saw 2 cards ago right here that went for, let's just let that come back up. This was the 7.5 went for 809. Now we have an 8. We're at 530. Michael, this has to do more than 809, don't you think?
I would think so. I think we should definitely see a nice bump here. I mean, the color is way better on this one. Like, it has practically no greening at all. You got to see a jump.
It might be the coating. It might be because so 631 for the 8 with coating versus 809 for the 7.5 without. I think this went for more because people are thinking what we just said. Take the coating off, bump the grade. That's the only explanation that makes sense. And it makes sense. All right. 1998 Upper Deck Encore Driving Forces FX, Michael Jordan, BGS 8. This card is numbered out of 500 on the back right there. 332 of 500. And if you read the 332 backwards, you get 23, which is Michael Jordan. eBay 101, Michael Jordan's number. I'm just kidding about that, guys. But hey, there you go. Surface 7.5, corners and edges 8, centering 9.5. Really cool shot of Michael Jordan right there. A nice decorative foil there, Michael. Your thoughts? We only have 14 seconds. I'm sorry I didn't give you much time.
Oh, good. I love this card. These FX cards always look great out of Encore. So just really cool look to it.
30 bids, 4 seconds to go, $276, up to $355 now. Looks like that'll do it on the Encore. Nice piece. Our first star card of the night, you guys. 1986 Star. This is celebrating his 84 appearance in the Olympics. It's a BGS 8.5. Michael, I want to give you more time on this one. Let us hear what you think.
Yeah, so I love these. These star cards are really fun. There's a lot of great images in this set. Good photos, both action shots and some portrait shots like this. And it is crazy to see how young he looks in that. But they've come up a decent amount in kind of like the last 6 to 9 months. Obviously, the Star 101 has been jumping up a lot, and that drives the interest in it. But I think these are cool. BGS 8s do like 500 all day long. So I think we're sitting about right at about 700. Subs look pretty strong also.
It looks very nice. $721, 5 seconds left. There's a bid now to 731 and now 741. A couple on 753 gets in just under the wire. Let me do a little bit of cleanup in the chat here. There we go. All right. Next up, 1998 Upper Deck Finite Spectrum out of 350. BGS 8.5. Michael Jordan. This is Michael Jordan night. Michael Hathaway. We're at $585. Similar thing going on. A die cut around a nice foil graphic inlay here, die cut around it. Super cool, Michael. 585, 30 seconds, 35 bids. Your thoughts, please.
Yeah, again, I love this. I mean, we've got a fantastic action shot of Jordan. I really love when they do choose those vertical photos, really show that action under the hoop. And gorgeous shine. I think we should see a big jump here. BGS 9 sold for $1,300 like 2 months ago. I know, it's a BGS 9 versus an 8.5, but there's got to be a jump here.
Not that much different, really, between the cards, I got to think. Final 3 seconds to see a bid come in here, everybody. Oh, goes up by about 100 to 665. I believe that is going to do it right there, and it does. All right, one of my favorites. I've been known to say I don't love holograms on cards, but if it's done right, I like it, and I like this card. I'm not a big fan of the SPX, the grand finales and that, but this I really like. This is a 97 SPX hardcourt hollow views die cut, Michael Jordan, BGS 9 from 1997, and I can tell you I like it. I'm just going to quickly, Michael, show them that Upper Deck just released this card. This isn't hockey, but this is it's a throwback to the card of the night, and it looks exactly the same. I love this. These are so cool. Michael, we're at 865, 19 seconds left. What do you think?
I'm a huge hologram fan. I think it's some of the coolest tech they put in cards. I don't know why they stopped. They look so fun. And again, a 9 on this is a very strong grade. Like, this is a cool piece.
It's really cool. I'm looking. Yeah, these are nice. 934 now, final second, 36 bids. 934 takes the hollow view home. We have our second 86 star, but this is called the Future. And it's, look at that. He's going in for it. Boy, this would have been another great image if this was like on an 86 Fleer, let's say. Great image here. BGS 9, 1469, Michael. What do you think we're going to see out of this one tonight?
I think we should see a little bit of a jump, but nothing too crazy. The last one did a little over 1,500. Talk about how prescient a title, the Future. I mean, they called it back in 86 already.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Like, they nailed it on this card. Was very profound. It was prophetic. I mean, it's actually crazy that he was the future. He's the current. We're in the future here 40 years later, and he's still the man. Absolutely nuts. 5 seconds left. There's a bid now up to 1525. 2 seconds left for this BGS 9 Future Jordan. 1525 does take it home. And we're going to move on to the first atomic refractor of the night. Atomic refractors are probably my favorite of all refractor variations. It's the 96 Bowman's Best Cuts. Michael Jordan, BGS 9. But guys, this is a half grade away on surface or edges from being a 9.5. 0.5 away because surface and edges are 9s. The other two are 9.5s. Really cool looking card. Michael, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I love atomic refractors from this era. They have such a fun look to them. And this die cut set is actually really tough to find in like 9, 9, 5, 10. So this is a great pickup. A PSA 9 just did $2,900. I mean, I know the PSA carries a little bit of a premium, but either the PSA buyer lost out or this guy's getting a good deal.
$2,397, 4 seconds left. Will we see a snipe come through? 2475 takes it home. That's going to do it. All right, we're back into Upper Deck. This is the 1998 Heart and Soul Bronze, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen on the back. Cool card. Only 100 copies produced. This is numbered 95 of 100. I got to see where that serial number is. Oh, there it is right there. Nice thick gold stamp. Really like that right there. $560, Michael. Have you seen? I mean, there's only 100 of these. I don't see this card often. Were you able to find any comps?
I found like 1 or 2 comps, but they were from several years ago. So, it's one of those cards where it's going to be a little tough. I think personally, it gets to around like $800. Maybe just because it's lower numbered, but I could also see it just staying flat here.
Well, let's see what happens here. Seems like some of these Upper Deck cards just don't sell for as much as Fleers and Skyboxes and that sort of thing. Here we go, 560. It's going to hold tight right there and sell to the 36th bidder. All right. So we have 2 BGS 9 86 Fleer Jordan rookies going off tonight, guys. This is the first one, and this is a this is a really nice copy, Michael. To me, the centering looks to be, it's maybe off a bit to the left, Top to bottom looks really good. Corners and edges look really good. Really good. I like this one. $8,790. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think this is a sharp 9. Yeah, there are, like, if you really took a close look at it, sure, you can find 1 or 2 things to nitpick about it, but you can find that in almost every 9. This is a really nice copy, and you're going to pay a little bit lower on the 9 because it has that single 8.5 sub. I think this gets, 2 or 3 more bids to push over 9, but even then, goodbye.
There's a bid to $8,890. 1 second left. $8,890. $8,890. Let's just take a quick look at the other one that's going off. See, this is the true mint. It's at $11,000. And now I got to go find that one again. Where'd it go? Okay, it must have been this one right here. $88.90. It sells for $88.90 because it had a half a point lower. So that's the difference. Subgrades are important when it comes to Beckett graded MJ rookies. Now we're on to a 97.98 Flair Showcase Row Zero insert BGS 9.5, numbered 166 to 250. These are beautiful cards. It has 10 corners and 10 edges, Michael. 9.5 centering, 9 surface, 8,988. Boy, oh boy, do we have room to go on this still?
Yeah, I think we got, maybe another $200-300 coming in and push us just over $9,000.
All right, 6 seconds to get there. 8,988 as we sit. There's a bid now to $9,088. We get there. The crystal ball is shining again tonight, and that's going to bring us to the Michael Jordan Rare Air autographed book off UD authenticated autograph number 335 of 2,500. Is that the book or the UDA, like the Upper Deck grab 2,500 of these and have them sign them?
Yep.
Very cool. Take it away. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, I think I said it at the top of the show. I think this is a really great piece. Really fun display. Looks great on a shelf, on table. You get to preserve the auto because it's on the inside cover. Really great photos inside the book. And it's UDA auto. I mean, it's a huge auto also. This is like larger than most cards are in their entirety. So if you want just as much ink as possible, this is your go-to.
It is an amazing autograph for sure. There's the book it comes in. We're at 1476, 1802 now. 1802. Is that going to 1902 comes through at the final opportunity. And we are now on to the Master Collection autograph game worn shoe card of the night, Michael. Right now, it's amazing. You've got a piece of the shoe right there, the top of the logo, man, from the heel. Game worn shoe by Michael Jordan. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Might be one of the coolest pieces of memory. Is it game worn by him?
It's game worn by him.
This might be one of the coolest pieces of memorabilia ever put in a Michael Jordan card. Autograph is in person. We have a picture of the autograph happening for provenance. Indisputable for the most part, guys. 13,301. Michael, any words while we have 20 seconds left?
I mean, this is just amazing. I mean, to connect Jordan, the card, the auto, the jump man on the shoe, it's incredible. I really have no clue where this goes. I could see it getting up to like 16, 17 grand.
I was going to say 20. We go from 13 now to 14,699 to 15,600. 2 seconds left. Final bid coming in. Perhaps not. $15,600 as All Elite Cards and Games says he is still the GOAT. All right, guys. 1998 Upper Deck Encore Gold FX, numbered 124 of 125. This is a PSA 10. It's a Pop 4. That is it, guys. 2005-15. Michael, is this like a Jordan set, or is this like his card number 9? Are the other card numbers him as well, or is this from a set with all players?
All players, but obviously Jordan's going to be your key, and he has a couple cards in this set. So there have only been 9 sales recently of this. They do about $500. Some of the other 10s, some of the other cards have sold in 10, and they usually do about 2,000. So this is pretty strong already. But I mean, look at that image.
It's an amazing image. The gold is beautiful. Pop 4 is very attractive. $2,615. A big jump to $5,766 with 2 seconds left. That thing more than doubles in the final moments. All right. That's action right there. MC action right there, guys. 1997 Fleer Ultra abilities, the All-Star Michael Jordan, PSA 10, population 134. More of these out there than we saw from the other Pop pop 10s, PSA 10 pops we've seen, Michael. Your thoughts on this at $485? Seems fair to me at this point, and I could see room for it to go up.
Yeah, I think this goes up to kind of like that $700 range, if I had to guess. It's a great looking card. It's a really fun design. And, you know, if you're chasing those Jordan inserts, I think this is a great way to start adding the 10s to the collection. So it's a really fun card. Simple.
All right, well, let's see if we can get another bid or two. There's a bid up to 613 from 485 to 613, now to 633, final now to 691, 2 seconds left. 691. The crystal ball called for 700. He was bang on basically. All right. Good job, Mr. Hathaway. Here's a cool card. The 1996 Fleer Total O. Michael Jordan. That's got to be because the mouth. Look at that. He's like his mouth is wide open. He's saying O. PSA 10. Michael, I'm going to check the pop on this. What do you think of this piece?
I think it's really fun. I love any time that you have that kind of clear acetate window as part of the card. Makes for a little bit of a tougher grade, nice color on the ball part of the card. And like you said, I mean, that expression is priceless. These usually do like $800 and $900. So somebody is putting out a little change here today.
Well, let's see what happens. It's a population 129. The card before
it's 134.
134. So that one ended up doing what? 691. We're at 956 here. This is nicer. It's just I think it's a cooler card. Fleer in the 90s was I prefer to Upper Deck in most cases. All right, here's a 96 Skybox EX 2000 net assets, PSA 9 mint condition. Is this the card, Michael, that like opens up? No, that must be a different one. That must be a different card I'm thinking of. I've never seen one of these in person, in hand. It looks a little wonky here. Is this a misprint at all? Do you know, or is this the way it is?
No, it's like a die cut with some acetate elements. It is a weird looking card, but it's cool. It's unique, and I think it's really fun kind of how it works with the typography up top. And obviously you have the net aspect of it. So it's just a fun card.
And it's not die cut either, or is it? Are these die cuts?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a die cut right in his neck, which I think is pretty funny. There might even be one in his armpit here. All right, guys, final 5 seconds. We're at 1,055 up to $1,213. That's going to be the final bid that will take it home. Next up, 95 Flair, hot numbers, PSA 10. These are awesome. I've owned this card before. I know I say that a lot, guys. I apologize for repeating myself, but I have. And Upper Deck just put these out again in hockey. Really cool. This is a Gene McLeod original design from Arena Designs. Michael, we're 2,383, 41 bids. What are you expecting out of it?
We're right about there. These usually do like 23 to 2,500. So I think we get like 1 or 2 bids if somebody tries to snipe it at the end, but we're sitting good. It's a fun card. I mean, you've owned it before. You know, it's a cool lenticular effect. It's so fun to just do that, watch it go. So it's a cool piece. And it is one of the big Jordan inserts that is approachable at, you know, $2,300 in 10.
For a PSA 10, it's a pop 231. There's a bid now to 2408. Final seconds right now. 2408 is going to get it done. Here we have our third 86 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie sticker. This one is a BGS 5.5. Let's have a look at the subs. Edges are the weakness at 5 and surface at 5.5. Let's look at the right edge. Looks clean. Bottom edge looks good. Left edge looks good. Top edge looks good. Something on the back. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's a chip out of the back right there. That must be what is really bringing down the edge grade, because the front edges look perfect. Michael, what are your thoughts on this? We're at 480.
Yeah, again, it's a little off left right for me to say I would want this to just bypass the edge. But I think if you're looking for, you know, more affordable copy, this is a really great entry point, because then you kind of know what you want to upgrade, but it still looks quite presentable up front.
It sure does. I mean, centering is a 7.5, as you can see, but not too bad. There's a bid up to 698, 19 bids, 698 takes home the Jordan sticker. And James Wynn saying 2408 on the hot numbers. Yes, he says, don't outbid me. Did you win that, James? Did you win it? All right. 9097 Upper Deck Diamond Dimensions. Insert numbered out of 100. BGS 6.5, Michael. These cards do really well. People love them. I got to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this particular card. For whatever, the aesthetics just don't resonate with me, but people love them, I bet. What about you? Do you love this card?
I think it's really cool. I think especially for the Jordan, because you have the multiple color matching elements with the white and the red, I think it looks awesome. You get like one of the Allen Iversons and you go, it's okay. But this, because the colors work, I love it.
Very cool. All right, $2,426. We have 44 bids, 10 seconds to go. The background is just a little bit bland to me, I guess, but hey, it's hand numbered 80 of 100. There's a bid to 3550, and 3900 comes in right in the wire and takes it home. That's great. All right, another 86 Fleer Jordan Sigger. Lots of options tonight, guys. This is a BGS 7 with the weak point being the centering at 6.5. But look at the surface, corners, and edges are all 8 or better. That's pretty strong right there, Michael. We're at $820 on this one. Can you share some comp data? What have these been going for recently?
Yeah, they've been going for about 700. I think the reason why this is doing a little bit stronger is the quality of the image. A lot of times you'll see these and they're a little bit faded. There's some registration issues. This has bold color. It looks really great. Again, we talk about it. The sticker just has, frankly, worse production quality than the base card because it's a sticker. But this looks really sharp and it really catches the eye. So I think somebody's just paying a little bit more for that kind of subjective appeal.
Fair enough. All right, $820. Final 3 seconds now, guys. Will we see another bid come through? We will not. $820 is going to do it. And now we have what looks to be a pretty nice BGS 7.5 86 Fleer Jordan rookie card. It's obviously off center to the right. Top to bottom is better. It's a little bit low. Corners are an 8. Edges are a 9. So the edges we know are going to be good. Top left corner looks good. Top right corner, there's some white showing, a bit of light fray happening, but very light. Bottom right corner is beautiful. Bottom left corner is beautiful. I don't know, Michael, $38.75 for this one. This looks like a strong 7.5 to me. Did you think the same thing?
Yeah, I was definitely going to say, I think this is a strong 7.5. I get the technical grade, right, because of the centering, but it doesn't really detract too much from it. It's noticeable, but I think it still presents really well. And so I think that's why we're on that higher end of what a 7.5 does. So, I think we get one cheeky bid to put us over 4.
We just did from $39.75 to $42.75. That bid came, and another bid to $4,494 came in with under a second to go. Congratulations to the new owner. All right. This is a great card. This is the 96 Bowman's Best Refractor. I want to say atomic. I used to own the atomic version. I think we have an atomic version of this coming. We do, but this is the Refractor. It's nice and clean. I love the yellow and the red. I love the colors of the borders here. Great looking card, Michael. We're at $207.50. Tell us your thoughts on this piece.
Yeah, great action shot, Jordan. Mid dunk. Looks awesome. Pretty minimal greening. That's definitely an issue on this year Bowman's Best. As you know, you've owned a couple of these cards for a couple different players. But, I mean, just look at the intensity in that shot. I love it. It's got a great shine. Just a great piece.
I'm not seeing the greening myself, but there's a bit to $222.50. $261 now. Final opportunity. $261. Takes it home. And I love how you know that I've owned that card in a couple of different players because I have MJ and Shaquille O'Neal. All right, guys. Here we have a big card. 2006 Fleer EX Jambalaya. This is not the original 97. That would put a 0 at the end of that for that card. This is the 06. It's a BGS 8. Amazing card, Michael. We're at 5,900. Where do you expect this one to end?
So there was a PSA 9 that got kicked around a couple times over the span of last year, and it pretty consistently did like 9 to 11,000. There's a $12,000 sale on another PSA 9. I think BGS 8, you're sitting like 7,000, maybe 7,250. So I'd throw the sniper out.
I think we're going to get another bid, huh?
Yeah.
4 seconds for a bid to come through, or this will sell at 5,900. No further bids. 5,900.
Wow.
Well, BGS, the Beckett brand is, it's taken a bit of a hit, but listen, the cards haven't changed, guys. The cards haven't changed in these slabs. All right, 1998 Topps Finest Refractor with coating, BGS 8. This is a really cool looking card, Michael. I got to admit, I'm not that familiar with this particular card, but I like this. Oh, that's a player. I thought that was design. That's a player over there. Really cool image with the coating still on it. $930 now. Your thoughts on this piece?
Yeah, I always love whenever we get these in. I always just pause for like 5-10 seconds to look at it because it's such a great image. The way they use the negative space, the refractor really shines. Like, it's awesome. This is doing a little strong, so I'm pretty pleased, but it's a gorgeous card.
It really is. And it's the surface is the weakness. This is another card where you take that peel off, you could bump this up to a straight 9.5. And there's the bid up to $1,114. All right. Here it is. Here it is, guys. The Michael Jordan 1996 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor BGS 8. One of my favorite Jordan cards of all time is this one right here. When I had to let go of some Jordans, this was basically in the last group of 2 or 3 that I let go of. I love it that much, guys. We're at $810. It's a BGS 8. The weakness is surface, but corners and edges are the strength at 9.5, centering 8, surface 7. Michael, I mean, what more can you say about it? I'm going to ask you to say something.
I mean, I'm going to say it again, just the intensity in that dunk. It just communicates everything that made you want to watch Jordan day in and day out. So I love it. I think we got room to go here. PSA 7 did $1,000. Like, this has got to go up further.
It's got to get a bid here. 810, 5 seconds left. Let's see if we are right. There's a bid to 860. Is there another bid? 935 comes through, takes it home. Guys, takes it home. Gennady got the card I want, maybe overpaid, but locking it away. Was it the Jambalaya? Which one did you get? Inquiring minds want to know, but we got to talk about this card first. This is another 96 Bowman's Best Cuts Refractor 1996 Michael Jordan BGS 8. Michael, this is a BGS 8, but look at the subs. 2 8s on corners and surface with edges 8.5 and centering 9.5. To me, I'd give it an 8.5, but I don't work at Beckett Grading. $520, Michael. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think you look at the subs, it's great. Color's fantastic, no greening. These have big jumps with each grade. I mean, to go from a PSA 8 to a PSA 9, you more than double the price. So I think somebody might be willing to play a crack and resub game here.
Well, 670 to 898 with 2 seconds left. 898 is going to hold, it looks like, and take it home. Gennady got the gold FX. Congratulations. Very nice card. All right. Next up, guys, 1986 star Michael Jordan Pro Stats. Michael, this is the Pro Stats. It's BGS 8.5, but come on. Edges, surface, and corners, all 9s, centering 8. I guess 8.5 is fair. Michael, we are at 865. A great looking card. Huh? Look at that image.
Yeah, what I love, we're like 80% of the way there to the 86 Fleer dunk image, right? We're like almost there. And honestly, there is something that I like about the fact that you can see the Chicago and the 23 so visibly with how his torso is turned. It's such a great action shot. Like, Star had so many great photos packed into that one set. I love it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 925, 5 seconds now, 30 bids so far. There's a bid up to 1,009. 1,009 takes it home, guys. Takes it home. All right. This is a 1996 Fleer Ultra Step It Up Platinum Medallion. BGS 8.5. These are not numbered, but platinum medallions usually are. Can we assume you think that this is out of 100 like other platinum medallions, or is that too far of a stretch?
I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't see if Beckett had a print run stated. I think that would be interesting to know. I know that, we get a lot of Jordans, and this is only the second time that I've seen this card come in. So I can, you can infer that it's definitely on the far rarer side. It wears a little bit, right? I mean, it's an 8.5 for a reason, some of that shipping in the bottom, but it's a nice looking card, and it's a Jordan Platinum Medallion. I mean, these cards command prices. PSA 8 did $1,300. So yeah, this one wears the edges a little bit more, but I think we're crossing 1,000 here, Jeremy.
Do you think with the edges at a grade of 8.5, and I mean, we can easily see it's light chipping, and we're looking at it, there's light on it, and we're zoomed in because the right edge looks perfect. The left edge looks really good, but a bit of that's just fray, I think. Bottom I can't see as well. Some very light, I would say. But the top, you see it. 8.5 almost seems as a little bit overgraded to me. But listen, I'm not the one slabbing this card. Corners are an 8, which is a lower grade, and they look better to me than the edges do.
Print run is
over here.
250 copies. I checked Beckett.
Ah, that was nice.
250.
250 copies only. So here we go. Anyway, final 12 seconds, $950 right now. Thanks for the information, guys. We'll get to your comments in a moment. 6 seconds left now. We're still at 950 on 33 bids. Will we see a snipe come through? It's not looking good. We do not see a snipe come through.
Yeah, I think it is. Like you said, it's a little overgraded.
Little overgraded. I think it might have been a little bit overgraded. Calvin lets us know that 97 and 98 are numbered. 96 are MPT. 96 are not. He goes on to say, Jeff Hart says the chipping is rough. I doubt that would get a PSA 7. So that's why. I mean, we have smart people watching. They know their cards, and the hobby's gotten smarter. This is where I'm not a fan of these holograms, Michael. I like the middle piece. It's the ones on the left. I just don't love them. You're shaking your head like, hey, guys, we rarely disagree. We got to disagree on something. But this is your 97 NBA promotion die cut Michael Jordan BGS 9. Michael, we're at 955. What do you think?
This is a great looking card. I love how the blur on the hologram gives you that kind of live crowd feel. It's super fun. And the portraits are great, Jeremy. Come on, you can't hate on these.
It's cool and it's sort of cool, I guess. I just don't love these cards. But what can I or this one right here? Not a fan of that card either. But hey, that's just me, guys. There's millions of cards out there. We can't all like the same things, and that's what makes the hobby wonderful. Here's another one. I just don't love the looks of this card, but I don't matter. I'm not bidding on this tonight. This is 97 Upper Deck SPX HoloView Heroes die cut MJ, of course, BGS 9 with 9.5 centering. Michael, I mean, we have 4 pictures of Jordan on this card. How do you like this one yourself?
I love this. I mean, I like the stacked images on both sides. Great action shots to Jordan as he's going to the rim. You know, it's just a great piece. Flipping it, the design like a vertical on a horizontal card is a little interesting. But also look at that back picture of Jordan on the back, on the reverse of the card. Like another great picture. They just keep doing it. They play the hits.
Very nice. It gets bid up from like 535 to 909 in the final couple seconds. Oh, we must have just missed this one. This BGS 6.5 Michael Jordan 86 playoffs sells for $470 in a BGS 6.5. And now we have the 85 All-Star. This is from 86 Star, but it's the 1985 All-Star commemorative image of him. It's a BGS 9. Guys, this is a true gem. True mint 9. All subs are 9 here, Michael. $954, 38 bids, 24 seconds left. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, again, great image. And the big thing here, like you said, true mint. I mean, these are tougher cards to grade. One, people just chucked them in the shoe boxes. But two, listen, this was a garage job. This was not the best printing quality out there. You have that big, bold red border, and that chips and wears easily.
Is that Kareem?
Yep.
And who's that?
Is that George Gervin?
Maybe. Sells for $998. Guys, we're running up against the end of the auction tonight. This is a nice 1 hour show here, guys. 1996 Fleer Metal Precious Metal Shredders. I think that's one of the best names for a card in the library of Jordan's Precious Metal Shredders, you guys, right here. BGS 9 with 9.5 centering. Michael, we're 2036. Did you check comps on this?
Yeah, and we're bang on. 2100 was the last sale of BGS 9, and it was a couple months ago. These don't pop up super often. And, you know, when you have a player like Jordan, I mean, you know this. We always say, oh, when something doesn't pop up, people typically pay up. But when it's Jordan, that is especially true. So I think we're going to see a little bit more action here.
Yeah, if the last one did 21, Jordan's been hot. Maybe we can get up to 22, or we stay here. Let's see what happens. Final 3 seconds right now. Will we see another bit? 23, 25 comes through the door. There we go, guys. Showstoppers, 1997, Topps Finest Showstoppers Refractor with coating. BGS 9, surface is an 8. Coating seems to hurt the surface grade, Michael. This is a great looking card. And you can barely see the words on the protective words right there. We're at $381. Did you comp this one out?
Yeah, these usually do around 500. So I'm a little surprised that we're sitting low, especially like we've seen a lot of people when they have good subs besides that surface. Seems to be that people are fine with buying it, cracking it, and peeling it, either to flip and resub or just to have, a gorgeous unaffected surface in the collection. So I expect we see something come through at the end here.
Me too. Like, how could this not be 500? There it is to 405. Will it get any higher? The back's really nice too, by the way. 449. That's going to do it. That makes me, I think that's good. I'm satisfied with that, even though it's not mine, not the buyer or the seller. All right. Yeah. James Wynn says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would approve the shredders. Yes, they would. And Kamikaze says we got a new comp that was on this one right over here. The new comp on the shredders. All right, guys. 1996 Topps Holding Court Refractor with coating, BGS 9. This one is a half a point away from being a 9.5, guys. 9.5 edges and corners, surface and centering coming in at 9. Michael, we're at 403. What do you expect out of this one tonight?
I think we're going to get closer to like that $600 mark. Again, the surface is holding you back and you can just peel that coating off. And it's a good image. No greening here. Has a nice shine. Like how it blurs the crowd a little bit. Like it's a fun card.
I like how it blurs the crowd too. 5 seconds left. There's a bid from 403 to 510. 2 seconds now. 609. Another 20% bump to finish it off. And that brings us to, I guess, the stronger of the two BGS 9s that we're seeing today from 86 Fleer, Michael. This one is already at 11,000. Straight, true mint, and it's beautiful. I'll let you say some words about this one.
Yeah, I mean, just a fantastic copy. Again, you can see true mint, really sharp. The only knock that you might say is the centering left, right is still a touch off, but it's within the parameters of the technical grade. Really nice copy all around. I mean, it's a true mint for a reason. It looks great, and we're at the high end of what a BGS 9 does, but I understand why somebody's paying strong on this copy.
I wonder if that side-to-side centering is 60-40 at worst, because if it is, that would qualify for a PSA 10. It might be 65-30 or 70-30, 75-25 even. And there it goes, guys. We finish off at $11,000 on the second 86 Fleer BGS 9 Jordan rookie. And the final card of the night, guys, the final card of the night is this 1998 Topps Finest No Protector Refractor. So the protective coating has been removed. The surface is a 9. Corners and edges are 10. Centering is a 9.5. This is a wonder. Michael, we saw the covered copy before. This one's way nicer without the coating. $29.95. Your thoughts, please.
Yeah, I love this. Again, this is one of my favorite Jordans from this era. Looks absolutely stunning. And what's really big here is not only is this 9.5, I mean, this is a gem mint. This is a true gem plus, right? I mean, because you've got 2 10s on there. Just an incredible piece. It's already doing really strong, but I could see a cheeky bid here pushing over 3K. But even then, that's a very strong sale.
There it is, $3,095 to $3,423 to $3,473. We roll past where you thought we were going to be, and we end up where we end up, 33 something or other. Very cool. I just want to say, you said True Gem plus, but there was a 9 on there. So
yeah, I know. I realized that. Ugh.
You realized that after you said it, right?
Yeah. Oh, classic.
Sure for the people watching that we're not trying to throw one on you there, pass one by you. Michael, he knows. The crystal ball knows what he's doing. Sometimes, hey, I always say, Michael, when we do live streams, you're going to say things that you the words don't come out. It's hard to keep your mind working as fast as your mouth sometimes. So it happens, and definitely forgivable. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, the themed auction. What did you think?
Yeah, it was a good batch. What I really loved is we did kind of run the range there in terms of there's some lower end, there's some higher end, there's some mid end. I think there's a lot of really great representation. Wish we had a couple more pack pulled autos. That I would say that would be my one thing I wish we'd gotten some more of. But I mean, so many fun refractors, and I love those star cards. So that big block was awesome, and obviously, I think for a lot of people, chasing that 86 Fleer base, chasing that 86 Fleer sticker. They had so many opportunities all across that grade range to pick up something really cool for the collection.
And you know what I liked is that when we do the normal MC Mondays, the cards are expensive. Like they're $1,000 anyway. It's very rare that we see something under $1,000. When we do the MC showcase once a month, forget about it. Like those are high-end cards. Yeah. This had something for everybody. And that's what I think was really cool and fun about it. And I personally hope that Mike over at MC Sports Cards and the team, that you guys decide to do more of these themed focus auctions, because they're a ton of fun. And I think we can really bring more people out who are fans of the players to see what happens. And of course, I'm sure we could do a Michael Jordan only auction, twice a year at least. So pretty cool stuff. Thanks everybody for joining. Thank you, Michael Hathaway. Fun to do 2 nights in a row with you guys. mcsportscards.com. Check it out. If you want to consign with them, reach out to them on the website, or consign _with_MC or MC_sports cards on Instagram, guys. They will help you out. They will be at the National. As Michael knows, they will be at the National. I will be at the National, and I'll be going by the MC Sports Cards booth several times. It'll be one of my many I'll have home base, wherever that'll be. I'm not sure. It'll be like my first, second, or third base kind of stop. I'll be there quite a bit. So if you see me there, please say hello. Michael, anything you'd like to? Oh, thank you. James Wynn says, congrats on another good show. Really appreciate that, and appreciate you being here, James. And thank you for joining the chat. And of course, thank you for the bids. Kamikaze says, are those cards Hoge's? I think he's talking about Chris McGill's cards from House of Jordans. Were those his? I have no idea. I don't know if you can even say. That might be a privacy issue. I don't know, but do you want to respond?
I don't know the exact mix of cards, and generally we won't say who can sign things unless somebody is, sharing the fact that they can sign things on their own Instagram story, on their own social media. In that case, sure, we'll shout it to the high heavens, look at the cool stuff that Jeremy sent us. But if people aren't saying it, we're not going to broadcast your business, because ultimately what that comes down to is we're basically telling people, hey, look at all the money that this guy is making right here, which is just it's a little crass. Yeah. It's a little crass.
I don't think it's right to say who the consigners is. I think there's a privacy issue there, but I can tell you, Kamikaze, I don't think they were his personally, because I talk to Chris regularly, like almost daily. I'm in conversation with him, and he didn't mention anything about this, and he likely would have known that I was doing the show. And he says was a joke. Well, I mean, you didn't say that, Kamikaze. You didn't say it was a joke. So we're answering you. Next time, tell me earlier before we spend 90 seconds talking about it. Just kidding. No, that was fun. Dunkachino, appreciate that. Says awesome show, guys. More MJ is always good. No doubt about it, Dunkachino. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Mr. Hathaway, this was fun. You ready for me to wind this one up?
Yeah, I am psyched, Jeremy. We are 3 weeks out from the National, 2.5 weeks out from the National. It is going to be such a fun week of action in Cleveland, and hope to see everybody here there.
And the Fanatics Fest in New York a couple weeks later. Are you going to be at that event?
I know I'll go. I don't know if we're going to go as a company presence. Obviously, that's just always up in the air in terms of how you allocate when, it's a small shop. It's a small shop. So sending a couple people to a show is, a sizable commitment. So I know I'll be there, though.
You're going to be there. I think I'm coming too. Talk to the wife about it today. She wants to come to New York. Of course, she's got friends there, and it's New York City. So we're going to look into it tonight, and hopefully we will be there as well. So, Michael, thank you as always. Everybody in the chat, everybody watching on X, on YouTube, on Instagram, still people on Instagram. Oh, they've left Instagram now. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Guys, great night. That's it. Have a great rest of the week. We will see you all at the National or sooner. Kamikaze says, I'm hearing good things about the venue. No joke. Kamikaze, you need to qualify all your comments in chat. Are they jokes or not? Just kidding. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of the week. This episode of the MC Monday/Tuesdays live on Sports Cards Live MJ Focus Auction is now over.